Hello everyone, it's Glenda and welcome back to my channel, Creative Grandma. It's a new year, happy 2025. Now I know we're just in the first week of January, but I thought this is a perfect time to look back on Hooks and Needles and what I got so far. And I wanted to explain a little bit better about their program. So first, with Hooks and Needles, when you join their monthly subscription program, you always start with box 1. So everyone who signs up will always get box 1. Then the following month, if you're a subscriber, you get box 2. Then you go to box 3. So not everyone will get the same box every month. It just depends on where you are in your subscription. So I want to show you the first box that I ever received from Hooks and Needles. And again, this video is sponsored by Hooks and Needles. They do provide me these boxes for free, and I have done more in-depth reviews of the boxes themselves. So you can click back on my channel and you can see more in-depth reviews of all these boxes I received so far. Now the Amigurumi kits, I am a subscriber. I do pay for these kits myself. So I want to start with the first crochet box. Now I'm only showing the crochet boxes in this video because I am a crochet channel. So if you have not seen the videos of these boxes and all the details of what comes inside, I want to start with box 1. The very first box you receive had this pattern in it. It's that little bunny lovey. I had so much fun making this little country bunny. I just thought it was so cute. So when you get your box, you're going to get your instruction booklet. And what I like is you do get an instruction booklet. You get your box and you can get started right away. You get your yarns and you get everything you need to make your project. Inside this booklet, they have 3 different patterns. They have beginner level, intermediate level, and advanced level. So if you're just starting crocheting, then you would start with the beginner pattern. As you progress and you build your skills, then you can move to the intermediate level. And then when you get really good at the intermediate level, you can even jump up to the advanced level. And this way you're learning new skills, you're making projects that you may not have ever made before, and it just teaches you the different styles of crochet. So when you look inside the book, it's going to tell you about your yarns and it's going to show you the 3 different projects. So the very first box that you would receive, you could make the headband, the little bunny like I did, or that woven storage basket. And they have beautiful photos. You can also get the digital pattern. They have the scan code, and they also have video tutorials for these boxes now. So you're getting the written instructions. You're getting beautiful detailed photos. So I'm going to pull up a photo. You're going to see beautiful detailed photos of how to put that project together along with the written instructions. And now they have the video tutorials. So you have all 3 ways if you get in trouble with your pattern to figure out how to make that pattern. So it's very nice that they do that. It's nice that they have the tutorial, the written instructions, and the step-by-step photos. So when you open your first box, now I used the yarn to make the little rabbit, but you're going to get that beautiful yarn. And I believe there was 3 skeins of yarn in this box. I think there was 2 blue and the tan. And then you get the little stork scissors for cutting your yarn. You're getting yarn needles, and you get the crochet hook needed to make the projects. So that was what was in my first box. And again, if you sign up for Hooks and Needles, you're going to start with the very first box. Then after you make your project in the first box, the next month you're going to get box 2. So let's take a look inside box 2. Now box 2 I thought had some beautiful yarn. So I got my instruction booklet. I got my beautiful yarns. Now I did make this project, so I'm going to take that out. I got a little wooden container with stitch markers. And I got all the accessories to make one of the projects in the book. This is a strap for a purse. That's the little tassel that goes on it. But I chose to make a quick and easy pot holder. And it was a stitch pattern I never made before, so it even taught me how to do a new stitch pattern. So box number 2, you can choose to make the hanging organizer, the pot holder, or this adorable crocheted bag. And again, you get all that hardware accessories to go along with that bag. So that is what comes in box 2. And again, I made that adorable pot holder, which taught me a new stitch pattern. Now, box number 3 had gorgeous yarns. These are my type of yarns. I just fell in love with this yarn. Look how pretty this yarn is. Oh my goodness, that is what you're going to get in box 3. Now, box 3 had some really pretty patterns. You got 3 skeins of that yarn, and I used one of them. You get the crochet hook that you need for the pattern, and you also get some little hand tags for putting on your project. So I decided to make the bucket hat. So this is the bucket hat. I thought it was a really easy design. It was really easy to make. It works up really quickly, and I just thought it was nice. So here is a picture of the hat. Looks a little brighter in the photo than it does on my head. They also have this beautiful shawl pattern. I just thought that was really pretty. I could see how pretty that would be in this yarn. And even though it's an intermediate skill level, it's really not that hard if you follow the photos, the written instructions, and the tutorial. I think you would be able to make that. And then the last pattern is a more advanced pattern for a drawstring bag. And you can see the texture of that bag, how it would be a more advanced skill level. And this is what I'm talking about. When you get these boxes, it helps you learn techniques that you might not have done before. And that's the fun part of crocheting, is to advance your skills. And that's what the new year is all about, advancing our skills. So that was box number 3. And again, isn't that gorgeous yarn? That is what you would get in box number 3. Then box number 4 is the latest box that I received. Now this box, I didn't have time to make the project yet, but I'm going to show you what I got. I got 3 skeins of that beautiful green yarn. I got the crochet hook that I need for making the pattern, and I got some needle tension rings. Now I never use these rings, but that's what comes in the box. So the first pattern I think is really nice. This is a petal bookmarker, and it's a beginner skill level, but if you're someone who likes to make projects for craft shows or charity, or maybe your church has a craft show and you just want to make something simple, you could make a lot of these bookmarkers with all this yarn. So here is the first pattern, and I can always use bookmarkers. These are really nice. The next project was the flower mat. Now this is an interesting way to learn how to join motifs together. So this is just little motifs, and then it teaches you how to join them together to make this mat. I think that would be beautiful if you know someone who's Irish, the luck of the Irish, that beautiful green. And then the last pattern is a neck warmer. This is an advanced pattern. So again, you would learn how to advance your skills, and you can make that cow, and then it has that extended shoulder going around the top of your shoulders. So that was the latest box that I got, and that is the order in which you would get your boxes. You would start with 1, then you would get box 2, then 3, and then box 4. Now, Hooks and Needles also has a knitting box, and the knitting box is set up the same way as the crochet box. It comes with the leaflet, and it's going to have 3 different patterns: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Now this is the latest box I got, and you can see I got this gorgeous purple colored yarn. I got a set of circular needles. Then there was a set of double pointed needles and the tension rings. So that is everything that was in box 4 of the knitting box. And again, the knitting boxes are set up the same way as the crochet boxes. So I'm just going to take my hat off. And then they also have an Amigurumi program that I thought was really adorable if you wanted to learn how to make Amigurumi projects. So I want to start with the first one that I ever received. And again, I pay for this subscription. This one I pay with for my own money. I get it every month. The first box I ever got was the all-in-one Jimmy the Turtle. And then on the back of the box, it's going to show you everything you get. So then inside the box, you're going to see the yarn, the stuffing, and then you get the packet where I see there's a crochet hook. There's some eyes, a yarn needle, some thread to do that work on putting his face on, and the instructions. So that is what come in my first Amigurumi box. My second Amigurumi box was Chibi the hamster. I thought this was so cute. Look at this one. That was my second box. And then the third box was an adorable teddy bear, Barry the Cub, all in one kit. And this is the latest box that I received. And I should be getting another Amigurumi box. So I kind of just wanted to recap 2024 and what I received from Hooks and Needles and explain it a little bit better to you. Now, if you thought this was something that you would like, I showed you 4 different boxes. Now, seeing these 4 different boxes will give you an idea if this is something that you may like. Now, monthly subscriptions are not for everyone, but they are for people who like to get an all-inclusive box where you're getting the yarn, you're getting everything you need to make one of those projects. It comes right to your door. You have the written instructions, you have the step-by-step photos, and you even can get a link to see the tutorials if you're having trouble. So it's kind of a win-win situation that you have all this backup support when you're trying to make these designs. You can advance your skill levels and you can use yarns you've never used before, make projects that you didn't think you could ever make, but with the help of the instructions, I think you would do good. And what better way to start the new year than with what I call a learning experience through Hooks and Needles. So thank you everybody for dropping in today and taking a look back on all the kits that I got so far. I do love Hooks and Needles. I do think they're a wonderful company. They go out of their way to provide what you need to make your projects. And if you compare the price of Hooks and Needles to some of the kits in the store, they're very competitive with their pricing. And I'll put a link directly to Hooks and Needles in the description box. You can click that link and you can get all the information on the pricing, the shipping, everything by going directly to their website. And Hooks and Needles give me a special code, CreativeGrandma20. Use this code and you can save 20% off your very first box. What better way to start a new program than to get 20% off your first box? So thank you everybody for stopping by. Let me know which of these kits was your favorite. So until next time, stay inspired and happy crocheting. Bye everyone.